know, it's hectic as a day, but we still gonna have a relaxed, fun night. Because we here at the finale, episode 6. We're gonna wrap Pillow Talk up. Y'all know I've been giving this speech all season. Like,
we need to do an intro.
Episode 1.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is Sentiments to Self. I'm your host, Samaya.
And I'm Mimi.
This is season 9 Pillow Talk, episode 6.
The finale, Sex
Unmasked.
Y'all missed us with our mask on. I'm like, we can't fool with that.
I mean, yeah, we'll show the people
Don't give them a little piece.
These are our masks of the night.
And we matching, right.
Alright, so first and foremost, thank you to the audience for coming out tonight. Thank y'all for supporting us. Thank y'all so much for purchasing a ticket. We about to turn up. Thank you so much to Top Shelf Mobile Bar, Alante on the drinks tonight. Drink of the night, Love Potion. So yeah, we about to get into it. You ready?
I'm ready, y'all. That's why I told y'all. I'm trying to give y'all this feel. This is an elevated sex conversation.
Yes, that's what
we are here at the end, episode 6, and we are finally unmasking our sexual preference, experiences. We're just unmasking everything that we unfolded this season, from the first episode, the first things first, to the second episode, of fetishes and fantasies, and we talked threesomes,
3 times a charm,
foreplay and orgasms. We are here at the end. I don't know what other extent of sex we can dabble into. Here we are at Sex Unmasked.
After this season, I'm gonna be done with sex for a while.
No, I'm a pro after this season. I better know something. Please.
If you gonna turn up. But okay, let's get straight to it. So engagement cards. So for everybody in the audience, when they came in, they had to pick a card, and basically so you can engage with us for the night. It don't mean that you gotta talk. It don't mean none of that. It just, you know, you may have a little something you have to do, whether that's passing out a card, taking a picture, something of that nature. So let's go ahead and get started. So who got the very sex mom card of the night? Okay, third time's the charm, fools. Just our third episode.
My baby girl. Speaking of Miss Nay, I got a new glass. Y'all saw my glass. I'm like, it's Arthur, our best sex mom, also. Well, it's best sex mom tonight, and she brought us
A gift. This is so sweet.
for our finale. Thank you so much, Miss Nay. We love you, boo boo.
Thank y'all.
I want to open it now.
Alright, Kiki, you got next season, so just prepare for next season.
Because
That's the top.
This,
This side is the top.
right here.
Okay.
Like this. To Sam and Mimi, thank you girls for a much needed Friday night this summer. I hope you love this piece much as I love y'all. It's so foolish.
oh my god. This is amazing, foolish. Oh my god.
I'm not being fake, y'all. Let me turn around.
Y'all, this is so lit.
So cute.
Thank you so much. Like for real.
Girl,
thank you so
oh my
much.
God. See, now I got to go crazy. What you want for Christmas? Oh my God. It just took me up to you. Y'all just upstairs again. We have a little 5-6 transparent. Oh my God, that was so rough. Like this
So
was
rough, yeah.
This is tonight. This is the finale, and today was the hardest. Like the hardest. But this really just brought the whole night and season full circle. Because this is what we do this for, y'all. Like we don't get paid millions of dollars to show up. So again, this is what we do this for. We do this because we love women. We love every one of y'all. Not just for y'all support, but truly for y'all yourselves.
Yes.
Like this is amazing. I didn't even, girl, what the hell? Like this is amazing.
Yeah, alright, I'm quiet.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. This is y'all.
No, this is so sweet. Like for somebody who just believe in what we do, and I don't know.
I mean, y'all work so hard, man. So
We appreciate you. And we
Girl,
see you working.
You see the home tonight.
Yeah.
She be home.
She'll be up by tomorrow. She'll be up.
Thank you so much, man. That's amazing. It's like I really don't know what
I
to say.
love that.
Yeah, that shit.
I love
And that took your time. Like, just thank you so much. Thank you. Even for your Friday night spent with us. Like, thank you so much. You'll always be a part of what we have going on. And that's for everybody who has support.
So everybody, thank y'all.
Y'all will always be a part of Sentiments. We are always.
Okay.
I'm about sex. Like, I'm gonna get back nasty. Oh my God, Nate. Oh, girl, I really want to cry.
Okay, so
Icebreaker card.
Who has an icebreaker?
Okay, who got how long?
Tia.
This month. Tia, you got icebreaker, honey. Who has highlights?
David. Okay, so you'll go after Tia. So let's break the ice.
Hello everyone, my name is Tanisha.
Drop that board.
I'm the owner of Sadiddy Showroom Clothing Boutique.
Close to Diddy Showroom Boutique.
So, as a woman, do you believe that you are truly obligated to sexually fulfill a man's every desire if he is everything you need and want in a man?
Wait a minute. Do I feel to satisfy his every sexual desire if he everything I want to need?
In a man, yeah.
If he's doing everything he's supposed to do as a man. And
You say, do I have
Do
to?
you believe that you are truly obligated to sexually fulfill a man's
Yes.
desire?
If he's everything I want, not just what society say he should be like. If he's everything I want, hell
like
yeah.
I don't think y'all don't. Every desire, whatever
Like
desire.
anything, okay. It just depends on what it is. As long as I'm comfortable with it at the end of the day.
Certain shit you
Yeah,
just
like if
can't do.
I got boundaries, but
Yeah.
If it's within my boundaries, yes.
Okay,
And my boundaries
Oh,
are
that's so safe. No, I just feel like
no, because my boundaries are out there.
But that's the question. I think it's the point of like, okay, but for the man, you truly, this is your perfect ideal man. Like you don't see no wrong in him. Like, what are your new boundaries then? Because okay,
I'm not having sex in the window of the Macy's.
okay, well that's
During
how
the
you
daytime.
would. That's how you would. Yeah. If he told you tonight, I'm not gonna lie. Daytime,
Yeah,
I probably would.
we going to jail.
I'm going to jail.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I might go to the fitting room, but not in the window.
No, but see, even like I expressed here, like on episode 2, like you can't spit in my mouth. Like that's pushing my boundary. Like that's baby boundary. I will push that.
Well,
It's real in here.
I'm baby for that.
Everybody said that. Like that's
Yeah,
normal.
everybody said I was baby for it, but I was trying to hope for one voice that would
No.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, my dog.
Okay.
hold on, man.
You can do a lot of things, but
But see, that's
what
one
you
boundary.
got swallow, but you can't spit in my mouth.
I don't want to be so tough about it. However, it's just something I don't really.
It just gotta
like.
flow. They gotta know what they doing.
Yeah, because I've never had it done either, and I just feel like I
Exactly.
would
When it's
be
done, you gonna be like,
Like,
okay.
girl, I can't eat cream cheese.
No.
It's
Like,
preferences.
I love
I get that preference.
No.
I know I need cream cheese in my sushi.
No.
Oh my God, y'all. Let's just hope something else happens. David, you gonna give us the highlights?
Yes. So the highlights of tonight is what is sexual freedom, and then stop overthinking and do what you truly want. Communication. Be secure with self and understand what comes with your decisions.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, that's a hard 3. This sounds like a test question. I just
I do, but it's the last show.
Yes, so you got to talk.
We'll just wrap our minds around this whole topic of we having pillow talk with the girls, but
And it's
this
an element,
episode
yeah.
6 Unmasked. So everything
Hi y'all.
is free. So sexual freedom. So when I thought about this, how like I was just basically thinking like I feel like this whole season, every time we said anything, like if it was something you liked, if it was a preference, something about other people always came up in my opinion. Like it was just I feel like okay, am I gonna be judged for this? Or like is it too freaky? Like I'm scared. There wasn't any freedom. So I just wanna know what is sexual freedom to a woman in here. Mimi gonna eat her sandwich, baby.
No, I got to get a bite. I'm trying to host, move. I got to bite.
Good work.
So is any of you ladies bold enough to answer, or should I answer first?
like bold enough.
I got my answer.
What's sexual freedom?
Yes, to you.
I don't know. I kind of feel like it's just silly fun to her. Like,
No, it's
no.
no. I feel like it's being comfortable because like with the conversation that we're having, like basically the question is like are you gonna be open to letting him know like what you want? Like to me, I feel like that's childish. Like all the shit that you can probably say to him, you can't tell him what you want to be satisfied. Like I think it's childish.
Okay.
I think I want to piggyback off Nate. It is, just basically being comfortable as well as what she said, and basically just being comfortable enough to just explore your freakiest desire with your partner.
Yeah.
So it's like it's no limitations to you innocence. Like you want to be very transparent with the person and let them know like, hey, I want to try this, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that. And whether they down for it or not, at least you can
you
table,
Yeah.
that you want to give it a try.
I just feel like in the black community, there's like this unspoken rule, like even when they be like, oh, we don't have sex before marriage. Like, okay, yes, they may say like that's in the Bible or whatever, but I just think in the black community, like we don't talk enough about sex. And we said this the first episode, like we don't openly talk, express. So I feel like sexual freedom is literally just saying and being free with your words, your actions, all of that, because it's just sex. Like it's just sex. If we didn't have sex, we would not procreate. So hey.
So, in my opinion, y'all, sexual freedom is pretty much what everybody in this room has expressed. I feel like to each his own. However, to me, it's really more so doing sex, having the idea of sex, having the experience of sex, and taking the world out of it. Like, you know, nobody else's opinion matter, nobody else's thoughts of what you're doing matter, nobody can ridicule you for what you like. Like, you know, take the world out of what you're doing because that doesn't matter. Sex is an intimate, private thing anyway. It don't have to be. It can be whatever you want it or whatever you make it to be. But don't make it about what the world thinks it is. You know, make it whatever you think it is.
I like that.
But I just feel like how they say free spirits. They basically say free spirits is hoes. So I just feel like
they're thinking there's such thing as too much freedom.
Because this is the thing. Like we talked about discretion and everything episodes ago. I just feel like you should do everything with thought. Like my thing is, I don't believe in a woman being a hoe. Like, not to say I've never called a woman that. I'm just gonna keep it real, y'all. However, I don't truly believe like, oh, she just. Now you could be nasty. In my opinion, this is just to each his own. To me, I can think of certain things a woman can do as nasty, like shit, you just don't care. Or I've said that like you just can't care, like you just a freak, like you nasty. But a hoe, like, who am I to call another woman a hoe? Because necessarily, I don't know what your pussy feel like. Like, I can never really understand that anyway. I don't have what a man got to understand that. And ultimately, if you do things with discretion or if you just do anything with your representation in mind, like, you're not necessarily going to make the wrong moves to where your sexual conduct is at fault or you getting judged for it. I just feel like what somebody don't know, they don't know. So it's like, it's really hard to figure out hoes and too free.
That's what makes you a hoe when people know about it.
Pretty much. I would say take the world out of your sexual life. Like, none of that matters. This is your sex. This is your partner's. It's y'all world. Like, it shouldn't be anything else to no extent. You shouldn't search for no extra attention outside the attention you get from your experience and what you want out of that sex.
But in my opinion, you can't be a hoe if you only have sex with one person.
No.
Oh yeah.
That's
like,
crazy.
That's
If somebody said that,
All
I
those
know.
multiple people.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. I feel like hoeing. Shit, somehow I did not get on hoes.
Some hoes ain't even free spirit.
Like I'm just like, where is this whole time?
I'm telling y'all, it made me think of that. It made me think of that because I'm thinking like, okay, we say sexual freedom, but a lot of people use the word free when they saying like, you know, I've heard free spirits, like she.
The only experience I ever had with a woman, she was a hoe.
I just can't see
Your
it.
experience person.
Yeah, she was
Why
a
would you
hoe.
think she's a hoe now?
Because she was talking to me, she had a boyfriend, and she had sugar daddies.
Can you blame her for taking care of herself? Can you blame her for wanting somebody to like you?
No,
Can you blame her for
but-
liking you?
No, but I didn't find all of this out till like weeks after.
So she's a liar.
Yeah, she was dang.
But okay, now that's my thing. When it comes to sex, does all of that involve it? Like, okay, if I'm a liar, then still make me a hoe.
Yeah, this a whole lifestyle. Yes.
I just feel like
Is that do they make her a liar or is that her business?
If I'm involved, yes, this to make her a liar.
however, if
What?
you're involved, you supposed to take your own
For
precautions.
the streets, it ain't their business, but it's definitely my business if you're involved with me.
But we all know people kiss and tell, so how can I remain not a hoe if I'm not going around telling my business, but everybody's spreading rumors that, oh, I hit her too, I hit this too, I hit this.
Thank you.
You
Yeah,
say if
that's
I'm not the one talking.
Are they rumors or are they facts?
They may be facts.
You
but
never
niggas still
confirmed
don't
or
know.
denied.
Hey, blessing.
Being a hoe ain't necessarily about like what you do, it's how you carry yourself.
Yeah,
You can put the
like,
niggas and don't nobody know about it. It's just about how
Somebody's gonna know. I want to stop it right there.
No,
Niggas
we
talk.
being
But
disrespectful.
that's my thing, it's discretion, because if you don't want to be, I hate the type that we keep saying hoes and we talk about, but if you a dumb hoe, you know this man gonna tell everybody and you still go for it. So it's necessarily still discretion in everything you do, but especially when picking your partner, like.
So me, I agree, and you guys definitely have some valid points. But we also know too, we live in a small world.
yeah.
Thank you, that's what I'm saying, Dave.
Where you be like, the niggas be like, this my homeboy, and you be like, ooh.
And
If they ain't free spirits, but are they mo? They hoes.
She's saying they hoes.
So it's no such thing as sexual freedom because is it to an extent or is it none at all?
There's a such thing as sexual freedom with your
Because
partner.
who is the person to make the point?
I feel like with the majority of the room, we said that a hoe is somebody when we know your business, and if we don't know your business, then you're just a regular old outstanding woman because we don't know
But let
what
me
you got
ask
going
you
on.
this. When you're dating around, are you really truly free with every person you date?
Is Lori Harvey a hoe?
No.
But most
But
will
she
say
be in relationship.
it's like a half and half. People will say she's a hoe.
No,
Some
it's
people
levels
say she's
to
a hoe.
hoe.
But she's
Yeah.
in relationship.
It's level
like,
to
Okay, but some people would call men would definitely call her a hoe.
they call it a pass around. I don't think a pass around is necessarily.
You don't?
Let me hold on.
Right.
You know,
That's just a
let me
word.
clarify. Let me clarify. You know how there's industry women, how men in the industry date industry women.
Like a
I'm
legal-
just saying she's a pass around in that essence. Like she's an industry woman. So excuse me for saying.
So
pass
she's
around.
just a high class superhead, is what you're trying to say.
No, I'm just saying that she's an industry woman. She's dated in the industry. That's it. But I don't think she a hoe.
Who was we talking about?
Lori Harvey.
Me
I was
personally,
just
I don't think
I was just trying to put a title on hoes. I was just trying to get a level.
But I also just feel like as a woman, it's
'Cause I
so
don't-
hard. Because that whole shit, that's what I said. I started this conversation saying I don't believe in calling women hoes. Like, I don't know how we got so reeled into the point. But literally, that was my... I
A
was saying-
woman having sex with who she wants, when she wants, is not a hoe.
Like necessarily, she chooses to publicly announce these men that she's dating. Like she shows them with her own will and risk.
A woman
Would it make
who
it better
get
if
pimped by
she
these
did
niggas is a hoe. Point blank period.
Who ain't getting hell?
A
Y'all
woman
know.
who get a pimp.
I definitely agree, Mo, and I'm not saying, you know what, I'm gonna be honest and I'm gonna just go ahead and take accountability for what I just said. I did say that a woman having sex with her partner, that's not a hoe. Like, being sexually free with her partner is not a hoe. But if you are single, that don't mean that you a hoe if you don't have a partner that you are free with. So I do apologize for that.
Okay. But
No, I was just making a point with most.
no, I was just trying to see what our
What was going on with the audience.
You know.
Oh, and Jay brought a mask. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
It's so cute.
Girl, our mask didn't really fit like that. And it matched your cup, girl. We
Girl, I was gonna say, Jay, you were really about to be the only one because we almost didn't have masks.
Okay, so honestly, I feel like when it comes to our first highlight with sexual freedom, that is like it's a full blown discussion in itself, honestly, because it's ways to go on one side and it's ways to go on the other. Because necessarily, like I started the whole point. Because again, hoe is not sexual freedom. It don't have nothing to do with the highlight. However, that's where my point went. So I don't believe in just calling a woman a hoe. I feel like just like Mo said, you having sex with who you want is not a hoe. I just feel like discretion should be involved whether you're male or female, because everybody knows for us females it is a little tougher as far as like our sexual experiences and people knowing about it. Like that's the whole point of the word hoe, I feel like, anyway. Which again, that's why I don't really necessarily side with that, because it don't necessarily mean that you just don't care about yourself, but you're just doing your thing. So you grown, you protect people, you think.
And at the end of the day, with this sexual freedom, nobody should be worried about another woman's business in her vagina at the end of the day, if we want to be real about it. So with the hoe comment, yes, we all know what a hoe is, but we shouldn't be calling another woman a hoe because it really ain't our business what she's doing unless she step in our territory.
I was saying,
then you a hoe and you whatever.
Then you got the right to say what you got to say.
Unless you got the right.
Until you come over here. But other than that, it's not our business.
I'm like, well, Sam, are you? Because I'm good right now.
Let's get into the second highlight and then we'll definitely.
But I like everybody come for the first thing because it really got me thinking. But I'm ready to move to the second one now. Because we were talking all night about that.
Okay, the second highlight was stop overthinking. Do what you want to do. Communicate.
How hard is it? Let's just start this thing with, I have a question. Like, how easy or how hard is it for y'all to announce, like, y'all, this is the first time you dating a man, well, sexually involved with a man that you really like, that you maybe been dating in the house. Like, how do you necessarily communicate, like, this is what I like? It don't have to be like how even I just said it, but how do y'all pretty much woo y'all way in the bedroom with making him do what you want?
Ask him at the intimate.
So you just gonna act like it's a talking thing with you. You don't just like put it on them. Okay.
I like to let shit play out. I need the first round.
So you will
Talk
actually,
about it.
Yeah.
you gonna prove your point.
We
Yeah.
can talk about it, then I can try some stuff.
Pull up to the show when.
That's
It's
it.
pretty much over. Thanks.
I gotta gauge and see where you at, and then see where I come in.
You say engage the situation and see where you at, and then okay. Just
Cause
to
it's
know
what's
if
down
you
here,
should turn
sex
up
room.
or
Yeah.
Cause this
If
is
it's
how I
worth it or
feel.
not.
Like I said before, especially on our last conversation, I said my strong point in sex is that I'm not shy. Like I'm really not when it
I
comes
just
to
don't
my partner.
believe that.
But a new person, I am shy. Like I truly am. If I just know like this is just sex, and not like I've had that many experiences like that. No, I'm trying to live my life. I'm trying to live my life.
Let it out.
Y'all don't know shit.
It
But
ain't
like
that
I
big.
said,
It's what you do.
okay, but if I'm understanding that it's just sex, I'm not shy. Like it's all in. Like number one.
So
Even if
basically,
it's
you
my
don't have
partner.
feelings.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's
okay.
not even a thought. Like
Develop this little point.
Girl, but you done got the loud. I'm saying.
You not shy. That's what we was on.
Yeah, I'm not shy when it comes to a person that I'm used to, a person that I've been with, my partner, and I'm not shy when it's just sex. But if this is a new person that I truly do like, we getting involved, and I gotta communicate to you like what I necessarily like. Because also whoever was in the last conversation, now I think we said that one. I'm a pleaser, like I'm a giver. I'm not necessarily so much as a receiver. So I really wouldn't even know what to communicate with my partner. I just know if it's time for a new position that I like, I'm maneuvering. Like I don't like to necessarily talk about it. Like I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna see if you follow suit. I'm not gonna judge you if you don't. I don't have an issue if you don't, but this is what I like, so I'm gonna try it for sure. But is that bad? Like just trying to put it on somebody else?
No, I think that's how it's supposed to go. That's how it should
Or
go.
is communicating better?
If you communicate, it's not while you're having sex. It's like
Yeah.
when you're having sex, you show action. When you're not having sex, you just communicate. You know, verbal.
But I feel like men want you to talk to them. I just feel like a man want to know how to please you, so he wants you to, okay, am I doing it right? Or he wants you to direct him almost like, okay, babe, stay down there on longer.
It's just
all right.
Go in a circle.
Put your actions in your words in the moment.
You gotta use your actions and your words.
I do both, yeah. Like,
Right.
if I'm almost to a point and then you switch up, like, go back. Like,
Because the thing is, he know your voice, he know your tone when you like most comfortable, most fun. Like he know to trust your voice. So if you doing it and you tell him like, come on, Retta, and try.
Even nonverbal communication, because if you move a certain way or you move your
that's
head
how
a certain way,
I do that.
he know that
Like I just, I just do like a quick little something that you gonna already know what I'm on.
exactly.
But again, I feel like because I told y'all I also had an issue because we stuff out now, we're gonna talk about it now. Like I had an issue with intimacy. So I feel like me communicating might help my overall sexual experience anyway. Instead of just doing it the non-verbal way that I'm used to. Me communicating with my partner that I actually like, because again, I'm only shy because I like you.
that's
Exactly. So if I really like you, the communicating might be the easiest way because you're already shy. You already shy.
I'm more open with somebody I don't know because I don't care.
Like it doesn't matter who gives a fuck. Like they gonna do it.
But damn, y'all.
Like even something as small as not even sex, but dancing with somebody at the club. Like if I was single,
You gonna get buck wild.
I'm gonna get bugged out somebody I don't know. But if it's my man, I'm like, hold on, wait.
Yeah, y'all with you.
Y'all do it like that.
Because it's a real experience. This is a in the moment right now. Like that's what that is, and that's the most thrill of your experience. Like in the moment, we doing this right now. I don't got nothing against you. I don't got nothing for you after this. Like
I don't got
First, communication is important to great sex. Understanding body language is key too. I agree. I definitely agree. That's why I want to say that nonverbal communication is so important. Because the way you move, your man can know. And the same for him.
No, for real. I feel like body language is so important, especially with sex. Because I feel like number one, men, just in my experiences, you like everybody. Just in my experiences, I don't feel like a lot of men are good at communication. So like, they body language got to be on point for me. Like, I haven't necessarily had just like they bad at communicating, but they good at showing me like I'm at your feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't had that issue with a man that's shy like me if we not just like together or nothing. But I feel like when it comes to body language for men could be kind of like off, or they just kind of already know. So,
Right.
yeah, like I've never had to really direct or just like expect like it's what I've already wanted. That's why I don't have a whole lot of reasons of what I want and stuff I like because I'm already always pleased. So I'm good at giving.
But that's just so weird to me that you aren't intimate if you always get what you need.
Baby,
It
I
would
want to be
seem
a fly on the wall.
right.
I'm gonna let camera in there next time I get down. I'll put me a little webcam
You
in
say
there.
you're not intimate.
So I just feel like my intimacy level should be at this age because you know you dating people seriously at this age. Like it should be more so at like a 10. Shit, honestly, mine's more like a 2. Like it's not even to say it should be funny, but
You just ain't never been in love with me.
I have been in love.
You
Like,
can't. If you
I've been heartbroken. Not like
Hold on, I
heartbroken.
want to hear this reason though. They say Mimi ain't never been in love.
I don't agree with that because by your definition, I'm not intimate either. But maybe that's got to do with what your love language is. When I did that test or whatever, I literally had a 0 on physical touch.
So tell me,
I don't need you to have sex with me to make me feel loved. I
Yeah.
can fuck anybody.
Literally.
oh my God, wait a minute, Jay, repeat that. That just made the most
What is
sense.
intimacy then?
No, let's repeat that.
Intimacy to me is doing the things that make me feel loved. So if I say one day, damn, I need my windshield wipers fixed, and you just come in my
Like just touch my heart.
you
I can't lie. That's the most. That's the most best explanation I can give. Y'all heard it from my mouth. Like it's not just sex for me. Like sex is not where I get my
But that's,
loving.
I feel like that's a love language. That's not intimacy.
Okay, so
Like I feel like I love my nigga because my nigga we can read each other mind. Like literally, like
That's
if I be
That's
like,
easy though.
right, but I feel like that what you saying is like
Gifting or
yeah, like that's
intimacy to
but
different.
her is
Because he
because to me, what you
her,
saying, like you
like,
reading your man mind, that's like a bond to me. That ain't necessarily.
almost it's
Yeah,
like
but
I
that's
speak
what
and he do. So that's like that's
Right.
a form of intimacy to her. Because
Okay,
like
well, I
that
get
turns that's
So
turning
she
me on.
Okay, I
but it's
get
not sexually
come back with that car
intimate.
clean if you want.
No, yeah,
That's what I
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
It's
And that's
a
why I
root
said
to
if
why
you
I'm
put
not
a
intimate.
title on, I wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
I agree because I feel like it's also a root to why you could just honestly be a woman and say like I'm just not that intimate. Like you know I'm not really, I don't really like all that touching. It's a real root to it. So
I think that's a
sexually
cop-out.
I can't get. You think it's a cop out?
Yes, I think you have to have more clarity when you say I'm not that intimate because y'all are just in your own way. So you gotta say I don't like physical touch. Sexually, I'm not intimate, but this
But that's
is how
why
I
I have
receive and give intimacy.
issues. I didn't say I'm just not intimate at all. But
Okay.
I'm still like.
But even by her definition, I'm sorry, I don't know your definition.
Nay.
I'm Jay. Even by Nay's definition of intimacy, talking about me and my man can be on the same mental wave, I can do that too, and that's
Yeah, but I just feel like as far as intimacy, I feel like a bond because you saying like if you say you want your car washed, like if my friend talking about something, I'll go and do that for her. So I feel like I want to know as far as when I say intimacy, like I want to know like when you say intimate, when I'm talking about a relationship, I want to know like how y'all bond. Like going to get your car washed is not a bond. Like what is he doing to make you smitten, to make you just
That's why
I feel like you literally walking me down the street and let me like that is our bond. I feel like it's different for each couple because ultimately people think of love when they think of relationship. People think of
No, I'm talking about what bonds you. Like so y'all
meeting each other's needs.
Okay, that's it. I was thinking like car wash. I'm thinking like that's.
I mean, it's a blank example, but it's
like
just
y'all like car washes. Y'all going to invest in car washes. Like that's what I was saying. Like a bond. Like intimacy, like a bond.
Girl.
Like,
Well, even
that's why I wouldn't understand it.
it's very hard for us, and I had to do a lot of work because his number one love language is physical touch. So you just, it's a compromise. So sometimes he'll come home and he want to give me a whole bunch of kisses, and I just gotta suck it up because I know that's what he needs.
Okay.
And if I say to him,
That's sweet.
all right, I don't need it right now, like I can't do it right now, he go on the other side of the couch.
Like we got separate rooms. I feel like
right, like you say you can live in a duplex with your man
Yeah,
or
like
something.
that's like one of my things. Like because if I'm mad, I can just go in my room, and when I wake up tomorrow, I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah. Because
Mhm.
again, I like that we talking about intimacy again is because it's so broad. Like when like Sam just said, you can't just say that's why I said I have intimacy issues. Like certain forms of intimacy, like if I do get them in, because all of my men have been the type of intimate, like
They're more intimate than you are.
Like they lovey-dovey, and I'm not as I'm lovey as fuck, and everybody know how soft I am. Truly.
Because when you look like a princess, people think you want to be treated like a princess.
What that was sweet, man. I'm like, well, damn.
For real.
I'm like, come on, let's go to this round in.
massage
Damn,
me,
Amber walked
gift
out.
me.
Talk to
I
me.
need it all.
That's why I agree with her because
me.
that's why I said it's a root to it. And we're gonna have the daddy issues conversation later. But like, I didn't have a good stable dad at all.
Yeah.
So when I did have a man come around, and this is not just like, oh, he was just taking care of me, doing stuff for me, but like the small things, like shit that you remember that I wanted that wasn't even important to me because I feel like I didn't have time to get that stuff.
The simple things.
Simple things made you whole in my world, like literally.
Showing up in your role in my world.
Literally, like it come from a root of something.
Somebody that's gonna tell you they gonna do something, they actually do it.
Yeah. Your word.
Your word, that showing up.
Keeping your bond, keeping your word is your bond.
Girl, we gonna be on time today, shit.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, cause that's this your 2 minute one right there.
okay,
We got one more highlight to end.
be secure with self and understand.
Sorry, I just interrupted you like you was reading, but
It's okay. No.
I had a tickle in my throat. I ain't gonna cough.
Girl, look, everybody saying, don't sit like a shot.
They gonna be just like how Uncle Clifford was with Toy.
Put her ass on the curb that night. She started working for Rachel.
Girl, you had made grandmother go to the hospital.
Man, grandma
She
mine.
dead.
Grandma mine.
I'm like, oh, why you do that?
You need some more?
No smoking.
The one on the bottom is nice. The one on the top. The one on the top is nice.
The one at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, so before we get into the last highlight of the night, we're gonna have us a shot.
Sippy sip.
You know, just keep the vibe right.
Keep the motherfucking moving.
Right.
Y'all got to see this stuff. Y'all didn't see the last episode.
It's our very sexy mom of the night.
Looking good as her cup. Okay, y'all need a lime. I need one.
Congress was texting for they ladies.
That's why I know.
Mimi sit in the car when I go to home.
I would never go home. That's one thing.
I love you.
It made me so happy.
I am so happy.
Y'all were so thirsty.
I just want to decorate everybody's house when I go home. Baby.
Shit, me, you can do mine though. But
Okay, so cheers to the season today. And our bum bartender from Top Chef Mobile Bar.
like I would turn the camera around. All right, cheers to a happy episode. Shit. Woo! Child. Shit, hit you every time.
I can't believe you
That was
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. When it tastes like nothing. I like that.
really good.
Oh, did it, friend? Say that song.
Yes, child. We got to have us the bartender for the whole season.
So let's go and get into our last highlight, y'all. Okay, so I mean we can wrap it up again. You wanna wrap it up again? Somebody, because we're talking about sexual freedom.
Oh, we can go ahead and hit this one. I think this one is the most important highlight.
Yeah, the alcohol.
So be secure with self and understand what comes with the decisions that you make. And again, we are just generally talking about the decisions that we make with sex, who we have sex with, all of that. So again, be secure with self and understand the decisions that you make, or what comes with the decisions that you make. So for me, how do y'all feel about that? Were you about to say something?
I just feel like
Security.
yeah, when it comes to security, I've never been the type to really understand, and it's not really an understanding because it's just like, you know, some people, it's just different for everybody in their world, but I've just always been more secure with myself because, again, I've always had to lean, not like I ain't have great family and shit like that, but like, as far as looking in the mirror, liking what I see, like, I've always had myself to lean on when it comes to that. So with sex, like I said, y'all, I'm not shy when it comes to a stranger. So obviously, still maybe some insecurities about, you know, something real and true with me because I'm shy with that. But I've never really understood how you could necessarily be really insecure and still having sex. But it's possible, obviously.
That's the whole
I'm saying
issue.
that's where some girls get their security from, and that's what I was saying. Like I
Oh, I
literally,
like that you said so.
no, a lot of girls do get their security from sex because it's like they superpower. Like,
Right, I remember.
I get what I want from this. I get my best reviews. Like I hear what I want from this. Like this is what makes me
Oh my
a
god.
bad bitch.
This was everything of the Jasmine
The
Sullivan
Jasmine Sullivan album. Like one of her girls on the album was literally saying like sex is my superpower. Like I wasn't always secure. But when I started having sex, I got the most secure. And honestly, I don't blame her. Because again, it's a root to everything. And I'm not saying sex should solve an insecurity
But where did you get
or
your
make you
most
secure.
attention? Yeah.
But exactly. And the thing is, handled correctly, I just feel like that taps into a root from your past. Like, I don't know, it could be maybe you, I don't want to say sexual side.
No, I think it also has to do with like lack of love, attention, things like that. Because you can
Or
get all that
intimacy.
from
Like,
sex,
I got
yes.
that from, even you can get that from a one experience and hold on to
Or
it
a
for the
mother
next.
or a father's love. Like, it just comes from a lot of different things, I think.
So I won't blame a woman that says, you know, necessarily, I got my confidence in, and I just don't want to say like in the bedroom or just
But
like
that's how I got my confidence.
from a man, but that's what grew you up too. Like sometimes sex will make you grow up, just the same way as at the end.
That's what
like
sexual
it's the
freedom
highlight.
is. That's what it is. You being comfortable saying like, well, shit. I mean, that's where I got my confidence. Like, that's like they don't make me a hoe. They don't make me nothing.
I mean,
Like that's
don't make you
where I
stupid.
feel.
And to say shallow is, you know, it's a point to think about, but it's growth. Because again, like, to say, oh, I started and said I got my first ounce of confidence from sex, like, who knows where you'll go after that? It's not just like I got my foundation of confidence from sex, but you can acknowledge that you got a piece from it.
I just don't want it to be taken as something that's negative. And I'm not saying that I just feel like it's all the way positive. I just feel like it's the real that we supposed to be talking through.
You know?
But maybe that like ounce of confidence that sex gave you was just the confidence
It's
for
the start.
sex.
Yes.
It was not your overall
Your whole
confidence.
life. Right.
It just gave you a spark from sex, and boom, you probably.
Yeah.
But I think people take that when people say, "Oh, I got my confidence sex." People take that and apply it to your whole life. So they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
no.
so you have sex to get certain shit in life."
And I'm
Or
like, no,
that's what makes
just
you
like
feel
sex is
free.
just like eating and drinking water and exercising.
It's nothing to be scared of.
Everybody does it. Like,
right.
But do you think that confidence only comes from people who take the lead during sex? Because I mean, if you're the one being like, you know,
Oh, that's
submissive.
Well, no, because if I make you nut in 30 seconds, my
That's confidence.
Or I'm being submissive. I'm giving you a piece of me that I feel like I don't need anymore. Like I'm pretty much shedding it out to get what you give me. Like
Right.
I see how you loving me. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you like what I'm giving you necessarily. So still, we still got a fair trade on that confidence in whether you the
Happy
top
belated
one.
birthday,
But you saying that the sex, like how I said sex gave me confidence, I was never insecure like how I look or like
Yeah.
my personality. Like obviously my family has told me my whole life, you know. But I was insecure in the fact of actually wanting to be wanted for like me.
Yeah.
So therefore, once me and you know who broke up, I was on a fucking rampage because I knew niggas wanted me. Even if they wanted me for sex, I was wanted. I already knew I was pretty. I already knew I had a good personality. But to actually have people show up, even if it was for sex, to have you show up and to express that you want me, that boosted my confidence.
Yeah.
And to know that I am worthy enough to be wanted, even if it was.
And the thing is, take these words very lightly how you need to. Because the thing is, that don't have nothing to do with the partner. That don't have nothing to do with the sex or the action you just did. That was my point to be proven in my head. Like you just said, you showed up. Like that just gave me my reassurance. Like cool. And it's not to say, like you said, overall I got this new look out on life for myself. No, it was just for that moment, that time, what I needed. Thanks. But again, I feel like there's nothing wrong for some women to
I like
express. No, go ahead. I really was just shit.
I like this coming from the line from her mother. Sex is sacred, so it matters who you have sex with because it's spiritual. But burn out your desires, live a little, learn a little, and that's what I'm speaking on.
For self, like I just said, that wasn't about your partner. That wasn't about the action of sex itself. That was for you. Like that reassurance is just for my head.
And even me, like, okay, people might say, "Oh, you've been with your man since you were 3 or 2 or whatever." Whatever the age y'all wanna go with, whatever the age y'all wanna go with. But I say that to say, like, I was always the type, like, okay, if I am gonna start having sex, like, I have to be married before I have my first child. I have to do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do that. And it really ain't even about that. Like, it's really about happiness, and I've learned that. So when she say live a little, like, that's real. Like, please don't, like, commit to something that you think you're supposed to be doing, and you realize, like, this shit really can't even make me happy. So it's just like, that's what I wanted sexual freedom to be about. Like, do what you want to do with your partner, because if the next girl is judging you, I swear she's probably going through something just as deep, or she's single, or you just don't even know. So do what is for you and live at the end of the day. Dang, I feel like that's my last enemy, baby.
Keep in mind discretion, but literally sex is an aid in actual creation of life. You know, like she
So
said,
it's
it's sacred, but it's nothing to be afraid of. Like, this is literally a fundamental part of the world, of life. Like, you have to experience it to reproduce. You have to experience that at some point. So, like I said, commit to yourself. Think about, use discretion when you think about your partners and your experiences you're going to have. However, I just feel like a full sexual experience when it comes to freedom, all that shit, it's dependent on yourself. Like, if you the type, because that's why I say, how can I call a woman a hoe that don't feel like she a hoe? Like, if you the type that I do my thing, I talk about it, I let everybody know, I don't care who know. Like, who am I to get mad at you for that? Like, who am I to call you something else for that? But
It's just you gotta do what you do, but be ready for the consequences.
be ready for whatever comes.
And that's what brings
you
Chelsea coming in. Chelsea say you just need to have proper pussy management.
Now, why you
Amen. Amen. She said it for the live though, so that I think that hit both spots for me.
So anybody in the crowd got a last sentiment for the ladies that's like about sexual freedom or just confidence about
just like a word that you want to give to the ladies.
Because I feel like
anybody watching.
I would say
Y'all
don't
tired of
set
hearing
too many expectations.
No, not too many expectations. I like that.
Like, you can set some expectations, but when you start to set too many expectations, that's when the sex tends to be not good. Because you're too much in your head now at that point.
Y'all
Because
feel
you're
me
trying to
trying to
build up to each expectation.
Y'all see it? I asked my prayer, sorry, laugh. I was like, y'all care if we turn the camera?
No.
David, see you done talking now.
Well, my advice would be, I haven't been on this earth that long. My advice would be,
That's okay.
do what you want to do. Have fun, be yourself. Always be true to yourself. But when the shit hit the fan, because actions do have consequences, just be able to stand 10 toes on what you didn't love. Yeah, I did.
Yep.
And what's next?
Because that's what I always say. You pick and choose your consequences, like
Yeah.
because
Life is a choice.
it is, because when you do something, you always know that there's gonna be a consequence. So it's up to you whether you want that chance of going through that possibility or not.
Right.
I love it. And yeah, that's another part. That's why I said sex is literally a fundamental part of life because it creates life, literally. So I just feel like learn your lessons. Be free, do whatever you want. But please learn the lessons involved in doing what you want. Because doing what you want always, like you said, you choose your own consequences. So you can do what the hell you want. But please just be mindful of those lessons you gotta learn along the way. Okay, Skibo says, women just gotta mess with the right dudes that's not gonna trash their names. You sure right.
That's what I said.
Don't
Certain men do.
They pillow talk.
Men invented pillow talk.
Skibo, you better not be part of that room. Okay,
I got 2 minute warning.
okay, backwards undress. Anyway, so in the end of your sexual freedom should be willing. In the end, your sexual freedom should be willing to grow. Is that not what the fuck I just said? To grow, exploring yourself, being in the journey, being safe and having fun. That's all it's all about. Be safe and have fun, you guys. So wrap up whole pillow talk. That's my sentiment.
Be safe and have fun.
Please, again.
But it's also like Mo was like, you have to watch, be selective of who you are actually in the bed with.
But you gotta be ready for it to be sacred. Like, sex can be sexy for a minute for you. You gotta learn. That's all I'm saying. Like, don't be upset if sex is just sex. Because again, don't have too many expectations. Like, get in your groove. Don't be safe, but get in your groove. Be responsible. Have discretion. However, have sex and then make it sacred.
Thank you, man.
Because at the
You know
end of the
what
day,
you're
too, it's all about figuring out, because some people are new to the sex realm. So it's all about have fun and figure out what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah, because you never know what your partner is.
Because some people think they about their life and they not.
They not.
So sometimes we just commit to making somebody else happy, and it's like we don't even know
What
what we
makes us
like
happy?
ourselves.
So you talking shit about
So
me?
it's like find out
You
what
basically
you
talking
like.
shit about me, Dave.
No. You go crazy.
But I want to you should be having sex to figure out what you like. But I'm not talking to children. I'm talking about that woman out there that is dating and she's trying to figure out what she likes, what's gonna make her sexually free. So you gotta get out there.
Love you guys. Love you. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you.
So
Okay, I'm like, if nobody has any more sentiments, we're actually gonna finish on time tonight, which is a surprise. We got 30-minute mark. We hit the end of Pillow Talk, guys. This is season 8, episode 6. We finna wrap it on out with a bang.
wait, oh my god, I said season 9 and the
She did. At the beginning of this season, we was referring to a season.
No, I'm talking about even this episode. I said 9 when we did the
intro.
Yeah, we might have to redo that.
Adios,
We can redo the audio.
cool.
Always mix up. Don't be afraid to say no, and don't be afraid or ashamed to say yes.
Cause I'm gonna say this is the last episode. Anybody got something sexy to say before we end?
That was sexy.
Wait, don't be afraid to say no, and don't be afraid or ashamed to say yes.
But see, I like that because also too, sometimes when you haven't experienced it, be a little open minded.
Yep.
Because you might like it.
You might like
compared to just shunning away because you're afraid of trying something new.
I agree, David.
I can't lie, certain stuff, y'all, a man got to really break me in for because I'm just still not negotiating.
I think you should work on the spit thing, though.
I got to work on the falling in love because Nate swear I ain't never been in love.
Mimi, we done had our talk, Mimi.
I
have
feel
been in love, Nate.
last season I was like, I'm gonna find her man. This season I still ain't found her man. So I think it's you.
Bitch, you don't care that shit season. I'll be trying.
So honestly,
What is it?
I got advice. Okay, let's see it out. Skibo.
I need to hear Skibo advice.
Should have been here. I ain't even. I
He
don't
been
know.
talking. He been talking.
He has.
But anyway, we did a good. What is it? It's a small squeeze. It's tight. If it's small squeeze, it's tight. Huh? What is it?
Okay.
Y'all get a little wild on
Thank you guys so much for tuning
We're gonna take a
in.
shout out live before we go. You want
Oh yeah, shout out my Kristen. Sorry I couldn't make it. Didn't want to spread germs. We appreciate that.
wrong,
It's a
I
very
said no
intimate
joke.
space, so we appreciate that. You know we love you and we know you always support us, so no need to apologize. But I just want to thank everybody for tuning in this season, for taking a chance out on us, purchasing tickets to come to our live recordings. It's really, really big for us. And in the emails, if y'all have been purchasing our tickets, you know that we say this is monumental for us. And I just want y'all all to follow our podcast on your preferred podcasting platform.
We're on all.
Yes, we want y'all to listen to us on the way to work, on the way after the club, whatever it may be. Like, we want y'all to tune in to us. We love y'all.
We are
love
y'all
women.
homegirls from the radio, from the podcast, from the live, from the studio.
What radio? What radio station?
When they plug it up. When they plug that phone up, you can listen to us in the car, girl. We from the radio. You know.
Apple
Yes.
Music is a station.
Apple, Spotify, whatever it may be.
Y'all know I got my piece. I love this piece, y'all.
And artwork by Ed Foolish. PJ, thank you so much. I'm about to put on it.
Show me the camera. Yeah, I literally almost cried at the beginning of this episode.
Yes, thank you so much again, Foolish. We appreciate you. Anybody that has come out to our show, we appreciate y'all. And especially the ones that have come to multiple shows. Again, shout out to Top Chef Mobile Bar. Alante on the drinks tonight. So if you are looking for any private bartending for your events, make sure y'all hit her up. We will put that in the comments.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
And if y'all need anybody to host, y'all go hit girls up.
yeah, hit the girls that
Be tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Gotta bust tomorrow.
Cheers.
Nate, where's your shot?
Nate, I know. I like people like Nate. They know
Nate
what
be
they can
honest,
take
though.
and what they can't.
Well, why not open that camera right?
And your man not even here for me to do nothing after these drinks.
Oh yeah.
Cheers,